everybody. Welcome back to Fixing It Up with Sandra. In case you are new here, I'm Sandra, and this is my first video since November. I'm trying to think. I think it's since November. So this video is simply to answer some questions because I have been monitoring the comments, although I have not been responding. I want to answer some questions, just give you a life update, and let you know when I'm going to come back officially to YouTube. So I do have to say I have notes because I tend to forget quite often what I want to say, and because there's so much that I want to say. I am just so happy to be doing this, and I am so thankful to all of you who are still watching my tutorials, to the new people that are subscribing, just my community. It's overwhelming. Like, so many people, there have been so many comments, and I love it. I cannot wait to come back to YouTube. Like I said, I have my notes here because I wanted to make sure that I answer some of the questions that I have seen over and over and over again. But also just to kind of update you on what's happening in life. If you've been following me over on Instagram or Facebook, you're caught up. But this is for everybody, and just to kind of reintroduce myself because I truly feel like a whole new woman. And so anyways, and I just want to give you an update for those who have been following me. I am so excited to announce that I am cancer free. I have a CAT scan, a CT scan coming up, and hopefully we still see 0 tumor cancerous cells, but I've been cancer free now for a year. So it's been a whole year, and it's come with a lot of emotions. It's come with so much baggage that it has taken me quite some time to just absorb all of it, because it was only 2 years ago that I was in treatment, and I was the kind of person, kind of patient that just went in and said, do what you got to do. Don't tell me anything. I don't want to know. It's too overwhelming. Just let me go through it. And so this last year, it's still very much so. Even I would say it's only been in the last 6 months that I've been able to process what has happened and what I went through. And so I'm still now I'm learning how to live post cancer and into full-blown menopause, which the cancer has sent me into because of the radiation and whatnot. So, but I feel good. I feel like I'm ready to take on the world, which I have been doing behind the scenes. So yes, I'm just really glad to just say that I'm cancer free, and keep your fingers crossed for that CT scan to come back still with nothing on it, with 0 cancer cells. So I wanted to do that. And then, I officially took my break after the passing of my stepdad. He wasn't just my stepdad. I mean, he was the man who raised me from the time that I was like 6.5, my entire life. We had a falling out, but he was still my dad, because I do know my real dad. He was still my dad, and we had a falling out, and we didn't speak. And so we didn't get to have that conversation that a lot of people get to have, to just kind of like say, this is how I feel about certain things, just kind of, whether it would have been a closing conversation to close that chapter, or a conversation to then move forward. I don't know what could have happened. And so the passing of him and the way the news was delivered to me was just more than I could take. It was too much. And a lot of things had happened to me in the year, and I was just like, I can't do this. And so I was like, you know what, I'm just going to take a break. But I couldn't stay away, forever. So I was definitely reading the comments. I needed to pull away and not respond, and just kind of take a break and handle each little thing that I couldn't pull away from. Like, I needed to take care of all of those little things. That being said, I have poured my heart and soul into my business, and that's where we are right now. We are in my my storefront here in Lakeport. This is my baby. This is what came of the pandemic when I lost my job as a server at one of the best restaurant in my town, which has since closed. But this is my baby. And I felt that I was being pulled into too many ways and I needed to focus and get one just like good. Like I just needed to get this done because this is where we were putting all of our money into. This cost a lot of money and I couldn't just keep putting my hand in so many different pots and have things happen to me. This is what I needed to concentrate on. So I can't wait to talk about all of the different changes that has happened here, what I've been doing behind the scenes and where I see this going and all of the products that I've created and what I've been learning, because I can't wait to share it with you. And so when I come back to YouTube, you're gonna see me talking about my business a lot because this is my pride and joy. Like this is what my life revolves around. Like, you know, this is my baby. And so I can't wait to share. I did see a lot of comments regarding like body sprays, melt and pour soaps. I've been seeing a lot of comments regarding the products that I've made. And I can't wait to show you what I have learned since making those videos, because I am constantly studying like about new ingredients, how they perform under different circumstances. There's so many things. I've been testing recipes. There's so much that I have learned, not only since I pulled away from YouTube, but since I created those videos, you know, and so I can't wait to share with you all of that information. So I know you guys are watching the old videos, and I will never take those down, but I want to show you the new stuff. And I want you to see that even though you created a product so many years ago, or maybe even last week, but then you learned something else, that you can always evolve with your products to keep making it better for your customers. So yes, I have been seeing that. Let's see. Yeah, with the body sprays, like I said, I'm trying to remember all of the different questions that have been asked. And I do want to say, with my tutorials, whether it's a wreath tutorial or a bath and body product or a candle recipe or whatnot, I want to first and foremost say this. My videos are simply suggestions. These are not videos that are they're not law. So they are subject to change, to do what makes sense to you, what makes sense to your customers, and what fits in your budget. You know, there's so many factors, and you know, I do things, you know, like I said, I've learned some stuff, and so I don't necessarily agree with how I've made some stuff in the past, and I'm like, I pulled away from that because I learned this or whatever. But I do want to say, you know, some people, they're like, well, this is what I was told it should be, and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. And I want you to maybe test out my version, your version, what that person's version was, and then make it your own. You know, again, my videos are simply suggestions. There are some that I will say is fact because I researched and whatnot, but I'm going to say for the most part, I'm just kind of going with the flow. We're all learning together, and that's what I said. Like, my videos are very much made for the beginner because I am still a beginner. I am still learning so much. I give myself 10 years to become an expert in anything, and still at that point, I'm not going to know everything. I'm still going to be evolving and changing. So I have a very long way to go. So please, when you are watching a video, if you have heard something different or you believe in something, like your whole heart and soul says, I don't want to do it that way, this is the way I was taught, and you're saying it this way, please do it the way that works for you. I would never be offended that my version didn't work for you, because we're all in a different space, we're all in a different walk of life, and we're all on a different time frame on this journey. So please do what works for you, especially when it comes to like the body sprays and the soaps. And I will, like I said, in the future, when I come back to YouTube, I'll be making some videos on specifically both of those, because I've been seeing a lot of questions regarding those two specific videos. I will let you know what I've learned, because I cannot wait to answer some of your questions specifically that you have had about those two videos. So anyways, I'm like, okay, what else do we talk about? And I hope you all have been well. I've made so many wonderful friends on here that I dearly miss because they don't have social media. There are some people that I had so much fun interacting with when I would do my lives or whatnot, and I hope you guys are still watching. If not, I'm gonna try to find you on YouTube, because I truly do miss you guys oh so much. And yeah, I just hope that everyone's doing well, and that wherever you are safe, happy, and loved. So I definitely want to say that. But yeah, that's pretty much all the notes I have, and this video is only about 11 minutes, but I will be coming back to YouTube, I believe, in June. So I still have a little bit of time to get things prepared, because I'm still focusing on my shop here. I still have some products that I need to launch, and I can't wait to come back and share those with you. If you guys are on social media, I am on Instagram. I will put all the links in the description box. I do have a store Instagram page where you can see what I've been doing, and I do have a shop website that I have been working my butt off on. Whew, that is a true labor of love, and I can't wait. I feel like now you know, my first 2 years of business was a whirlwind and so wild with so many things happening. I felt that I just was doing anything I could to just keep my head above water. And now I'm like, okay, now things are starting to make sense. Now I'm starting to do things that people who plan a business do from the very beginning. So I'm going to have a lot of, if you want to start a business, let me tell you what not to do. So if anybody out there is trying to create a business and you are the kind of person that you just cannonball into that pool, or instead of just like, you know, dipping your toes in, that is me. That is me 100%. And I will have so much information that you can take away and, you know, use it either as a starting guide, I guess you can say, or go, okay, that's what she said, and this is how it works for her. And we're not going to do that because I have learned so much. It is wild. But with the channel coming back in July, I do want to say that although my wreath tutorials have been incredibly popular, thank you, community. I still like, I get overwhelmed with emotions, and I lose my words. Although the wreaths are very popular, I realize that and I had said this before, I cannot focus just on wreaths. Like, this is not going to be a wreath making channel. I will make them probably twice a month, because now I have so many wreaths. I'm gonna be like Oprah on my front lawn with my wreaths when it's warm. You get a wreath and you get a wreath, because I have so many. And yes, I do have some in here for sale, but the economy isn't what it used to be, and nobody is trying to buy a wreath when there's other important stuff to spend money on. So I am the proud owner probably of 50 plus wreaths, and I do not have the storage space for them. Oh, I have this like little tickle. I don't have the storage space for them, and I just cannot keep making them and storing them. How many times can I say storing, right? So For those who are hoping that I'm going to come back and just make wreath after wreath, I do apologize that it's not going to happen. Although my wreath techniques are going to get a little bit better. So we have that to look forward to, but it's basically what I want it to be is a lifestyle channel. You're going to see recipes that I've been mastering. You're going to see day in the life. You're going to see wreath making. You're going to see my shop here. You're going to see a whole bunch of stuff. And I know that I might lose some audience members, unfortunately, because, you know, you are here specifically for a wreath tutorial. And I get it and I understand. And believe me, there's going to be no hard feelings whatsoever. But hopefully I will find some people that are looking for a lifestyle channel that is similar to mine, where you just don't know what's going to happen. And you're going to have to go through some hard things, and I'm going to show you how to get out of them. I'm going to talk about some of the things that have happened more in depth, because I feel that the more we talk about the hard things or the things that we think we're going through alone and we find community, it lifts this entire burden off of our backs. And that's what I've been finding over on Instagram, and mostly Instagram and Facebook, but mostly Instagram. I'm finding this wonderful community that private messages me when I talk about something really hard, and they're like, thank you for saying this. Or they then reach out and say, hey, I'm going through this too. And then I feel like I'm not alone. You know, I feel this weight lift off of me because they shared something so personal to them that I didn't think anybody else was experiencing. So we're going to talk about some hard stuff. We're going to talk about some really fun stuff. The weather's about to get really beautiful here in my town, and I live at the lake. So I have so much planned. And before I have said this, I'm like, it's going to be this and it's going to be this. And then I would veer off the track because I started to do I started to go in a direction that wasn't authentically me. Like I would, I was like, I try to do lifestyle videos, but people want reads. And then, like I said, I ended up with like all these reads, and I'm going to stick to my guns, and I'm going to, I have what I want to do. Just like this video, I thought, should I make something while I'm doing this? I don't. I want all my focus to be talking to my community and saying that I miss you guys. I miss you guys so much, and I cannot wait to come back. And I am so deeply thankful for you guys continuously watching my videos and the new subscribers and all the things. I don't know how I got to this point to be so blessed with this community and with such an amazing opportunity to even make a video like this, And so yes, there's a lot to look forward to. And like I said, I can't wait to chat with you. We will be doing lives here and there, and it's not going to always be making a wreath. It's going to probably be just sitting here like, let's just talk. Are you at home, going through something? Let's talk, and I think it's going to help a lot of people, because it certainly helps me, because I need community. I do. I have a wonderful community here in my town, my space, online, and I don't think that you can ever have too many friends. And I can't wait to come back and talk to you guys all again and see you guys again and share what I've been doing here. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that you just stay with me. I might make a video between now and June, but definitely June is where I am focused on when I want to come back. And I have a secret. Well, not necessarily secret, but I have a new dog. We're still in the new phase of it. I've only had him for 2 weeks. He looks just like my cocoa beans, and I'll tell you the story another day, but my heart is full. If you don't know, I had a dog named Cocoa Bean that I only was blessed to have for 3.5 years. And she came with a lot of health problems. She was 11 when I adopted her, and she passed July 5th. And it was absolutely devastating. I am just now getting to the point where I can even talk about her without crying. So anyways, I have Jack now, and I can't wait for you guys to meet him. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you guys check out the links below to just see what I've been up to. And if you're just curious about the shop and all the other stuff, you can follow me on social media, check out the website, and yeah, I'll be seeing you in the comments, and hopefully I will see you soon. Bye everyone.